Hello YouTube, Miles here, Paradise in a Pot, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. If you're not new here and you're coming back, thanks so much. I do appreciate you guys. I love all the comments and interaction that we get, and that's really why I do this. So if you'd like to learn about houseplants, houseplant kind of things, go houseplant shopping, make sure again you subscribe to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of up-potting and just kind of chit-chatting about some stuff that I've recently learned that I kind of want to share with you guys regarding houseplants. So without any further ado, let's get going, shall we? Hope you can see everything. I hope I don't block the view of the camera. I think I'm sitting all right here. So I've got 3 plants here that I need to go ahead and pot up. Go ahead and bring these guys into the view. So the first one here, the one I just grabbed, are some Rhaphidophora tetrasperma that had creeped all the way up to my ceiling, and well, it started doing these juvenile leaves again. So I trimmed it up and I propagated it. So we have 2 nice little propagations there. I think we're going to put it in this pot. I have this Peperomia incana. I think it said incana. I'll put the right name up on the screen for you guys in case I'm saying that wrong. I feel embarrassed I didn't look that up first, but it's okay. This was sent to me from Kellie's Hoya. And I adore this fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy peperomia leaf. And now that I've kind of figured out how to take care of peperomia, I'm sure this is going to be in great care with me. I've also noticed there's a lot of roots been coming in. So I don't know if you guys can see the roots in there growing around in that sphagnum moss. So it kind of tells me it's ready probably to pot up. Not to mention these 2 little growths came out, and there's a 3rd one right there coming at the node since I've had it. So I think I got this back in September from Kellie. Again, thank you, Kellie, so much for this. And I hope yours is doing well too. So we're going to pot that up. And then I also have, and as a matter of fact, this was something I saw Kellie's Hoya do. She took a bunch of string of hearts and put it into a bowl and let it root up. So these guys have been sitting here for a while, and there's quite a bit of roots at the bottom of it. So I think we're going to try to put that into here, and I'm going to kind of crowd it, and we'll see how it works out. It's already started growing upwards, so I think it's, yeah, definitely ready to come out of there. And I think a lot of that root is ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started. So you can see here I already have some potting mix ready to go. In there we have some activated charcoal for horticultural purposes. A little perlite added in with my potting mix. I also have added in a little bit of amazing kelp, which just kind of helps stimulate things. I've added a little bit of root hormone, so that the plant will shut down any leaf production to ensure that the roots really get embedded in the soil. And I've also added systemic poison to this mix, just to ensure that the plants drink up, become poisonous, and don't get attacked by anything while they're in this process. So usually I try to hold off on the systemic poisons on plants, well, A, just so I don't use more than I need to, but B, because some plants are just resilient enough. And I've recently learned, and we're going to be doing a little bit more experiment here in the near future, about using calcium and gypsum for plants that give you wonky leaves. And I almost wonder, since it's sitting right here, if that might be this Philodendron Birken's issue. Although recently the Birken, if you guys remember this, had all the little death plugs at the bottom there, has recently started letting leaves come out and unfurl once again. And it looks like it's kind of getting that Birken shape. However, it's still got funky shaped leaves that I really don't care for. And I'm about to propagate this one myself. Just chop it up and see if we can't get this to correct itself. Because it doesn't look happy there. But I wonder if there's a calcium deficiency the plant had, although I did change out all the mix, so maybe it's getting over that. So that's one of the symptoms of a calcium deficiency, is wonky or misshapen leaves. If you don't find pests, then it's probably a nutrient issue. So anyhow, let's go ahead and get these little Rhaphidophores potted up. Here, we'll go ahead, since it's bothering me too. I'm sure it's bothering a lot of you. We'll just go ahead and spray this down and get the leaves cleaned off, because it's never good to leave soil of any sort on a leaf. It can cause bacterial infections, fungus infections. Here, we'll get this some water too. And other problems. So you want to make sure and leave that out. All right, so I think that should take off. I'm just going to keep a close eye on it. I think I'm going to keep this in the nursery probably for a little bit longer. Let's see how it develops. All right, guys. I don't know if I ripped off too many of the roots getting that sphagnum moss off. Maybe sphagnum moss isn't the best idea for peperomia, but we're going to plant this up anyhow with what roots did remain. And I am going to just cross my fingers and hope to root and have a healthy, lovely peperomia incana. If not, I may have to just take some of the leaves off and try propagating again. I really hope this makes it. I hope it does well. And there we go. Oh, it's so flimsy in there. I don't know how I like that. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to save this in here for now. I might actually keep this under the light, guys. As we all know, peperomias will pop up out of anywhere. And if the roots were strong enough and kept moist enough in here, they might just pop up a new plant in there. So I'm actually going to keep that kind of close, and we'll keep an eye on it. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and we're going to water these down really good and soak them. And the tray here should fill up with some water as I do this. And we're going to let them sit in water probably for 20 minutes or so, just to really ensure that all the mix has fully hydrated. Whatever bark's in there can really saturate and soak up water, which is good for the plants because that gives the plants a little reserve backup in there. But yeah, I really think all three of those are going to do really well. And I don't think we're going to have any problems. This one could probably use a little more calcium too by the funkiness of its leaves. I really hope this guy takes off. It's the only one I'm concerned about. So guys, if you have a better way to propagate a peperomia incana to not rip off all the roots when you pull it off, or should I have let that dry out first? I'm almost wondering before doing that. But that's kind of hard to do too when you're talking about a rooted up cutting to let it dry out, because then you risk the plant. Although it's a peperomia, I don't know, it might be all right. Well, anyhow, guys, that's all I'm going to have to say for today. I want to thank you guys for all tuning in, and I'm going to wish you a happy weekend. And yeah, green thumbs, everybody. Take care. Bye.